Welcome to this presentation on resources and services for your class. My name is Kathy Gaynor, and I'm a librarian at the Webster University Library on the home campus in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, I want to suggest some things to think about as regards your topic that will help you find relevant research. I also want to make you aware of some important resources that will be invaluable as you begin your search for information. And at the end of the video, I will briefly cover how to request books and articles for those who need a review of these procedures. Should you need assistance as you work on your course assignments or have a question about the library, please visit the library homepage at library.webster.edu and click on the Contact a Librarian button. On the left, you'll see the various ways to get in touch with our research services librarians. The link at the top, which says in-person help, click to see open research desk hours, will take you to a page where you can see the hours when our research desk is staffed either in person or virtually by our research services librarians. Our chat service is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, except for major U.S. holidays. I have also provided my contact information and would be happy to assist you as well. It may help to think of your topic as a point on a continuum. In other words, there are aspects of your topic that are broader in scope and some that are narrower. Your project may want to include some of the broader aspects to give your topic context and narrower aspects to focus on specific examples. For example, let's say our topic is food deserts in St. Louis. You will, of course, want to look for information on that specific topic. However, you might want to look at a broader geographical area to see how St. Louis compares, or the broader issue of health disparities to see the role played by food deserts. When looking at approaches taken to address this issue, you could focus on initiatives such as community gardens. If you have questions regarding the scope of your project, please talk to your instructor. Let's start at the library homepage, library.webster.edu, and then let's click on Research Guides button. Research guides created by the Webster University librarians attempt to gather various resources together in one place to help students get started with their research. We have guides on all different areas, and you might find some of these helpful depending on your particular topic. The research guide for this class can be found by clicking on the Keystone Seminars link, then selecting City Life St. Louis. On the research guide for this class, you'll see a table of contents on the left of your screen. Further down on the left is information on contacting a librarian for assistance. On the research guide's homepage, I've linked to a number of newspaper databases and websites. The New York Times databases provide current as well as historical coverage of national and international topics. The St. Louis Post-Dispatch will be an important resource for this class, and the other St. Louis area newspapers listed will occasionally publish feature articles on related topics. Here's a search done in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. In most databases, it's helpful to put a phrase in quotation marks, as I have done with the phrase food deserts. Here's one of the articles that appeared in my results. Be sure to note significant individuals, organizations, geographical areas, terminology, etc. in the materials you find. You can go back later and do a new search using this information. This is helpful because there might be additional articles on a particular organization, for example, that don't happen to use the phrase food deserts and thus did not show up in your original research. If you click the Journal Articles tab in the Research Guide, you'll see a number of databases that are excellent for finding magazine and journal articles. The first two listed on this page are multidisciplinary in nature and would be good starting points for your research. Here's an example of a search I did in the Academic Search Premier database. Notice that I chose to limit my search to those articles which mention the United States. You, of course, will decide what the focus of your project will be. On your results page, you will also see options for further customizing your search along the left column of the screen. I chose to limit my search to scholarly or peer-reviewed journal articles published from 2017 to 2020. Here's an article found in my search. Be sure to check the subject section to see the subject tags assigned to this article by the database. This is a good way to find more search terms that you could use to find additional related articles. Be sure to check out the other tabs in the City Life St. Louis Research Guide. A number of them list government websites, which can be valuable sources of statistics and reports. The rest of this video will review how to order articles and books. Let's review how to obtain the full text of journal articles. You may see the article linker message when you get your search results. This means that the article is not available full text in that particular database. It may, however, be available in a different database, or the library may be able to get it for you. Let's click the article linker link for this article. In this case, the article is available in a database called ProQuest Central. You would simply click the blue Article Available button to access it. Here's another article found in our search. Let's click Article Linker to see how to obtain this item. In this case, we do not have access to the journal, and we'll need to request the article from another library that does have it. Click the Requested Here button to obtain the article. Clicking the Requested Here button will take you to our journal request software. Here, you see that the software transfers the information about the article you want into its request form. You would then submit the request right from the screen. Note that if this is the first time you've used this service, the software will ask you to register, which takes only a few seconds. Once we have ordered and received the article you want, we will email you a link which allows you to log into our journal request software and retrieve your article. You would click the Electronically Received Articles link to the left under View to go to a page where you will see the article you requested. Note that most articles come within 2 to 3 business days, Monday through Friday. Make sure you watch for our email and then go in and retrieve your article once you've been notified that it's available. We only keep articles on our website for 30 days before we delete them. The library pays all costs for this service, so no additional charges are passed on to currently enrolled students and faculty. As for books, selected books from our collection are listed under the Books tab, as well as some of the other tabs on the class research guide. If it is a book sitting on our shelf, the book's call number and floor location are provided. You may get it off the shelf yourself and bring it to our first floor service desk for checkout, or you may request it and pick it up in our entryway using our contactless pickup service. For information about visiting the library in person or using our contactless pickup service, click for more information on the library homepage or go to the link shown on the screen. If you're not in the St. Louis area, you may request that a book be sent to you. On the library homepage, hover over the Services link at the menu bar at the top and click on Request Articles and Books. I have also provided the URL for that page on the screen. To search for books in our collection, go to the library homepage and select Catalog in the Search Publications and Research section. Then type your topic in the search box. In your results, ebooks will have an ebook icon or symbol to the left. The location will be Webster Eden Internet Access. Click the title of the book to access it online. Books sitting on our shelves will have a floor location where the book will be found. The symbol or icon to the left will say Book. Besides the catalog for our library, Webster students and faculty also have access to Mobius, a combined catalog from primarily colleges and universities in Missouri. You can run your search in the larger Mobius catalog to see what additional books on your topic are available. Click the Search Mobius link right above your search box. Here's the result of my search in Mobius. Notice that I limited this format to book/journal in the left column, as we are not able to access electronic books owned by other libraries. For more information about borrowing books from other libraries through Mobius, see the Request Articles and Books page we referenced earlier in this video. Thank you for joining me today. For assistance with your research, click the Contact the Librarian button on the home page. My contact information is also provided.